What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. Can't forget that last part. In the last episode, we visited our grandma for the very first time in quite some time. I'd estimate that it's probably been maybe around a month-ish, maybe? I don't know, just from all that Link has done so far anyway. That's kind of the estimate or the time frame that I've given him. But yeah, we visited our grandma, but she was sick and not doing so well. So we got some fairies, or a fairy, excuse me, and then we gave it to her and now she's feeling all better, so that's awesome. But unfortunately, there is still one more piece of adventure that we need to do. One more piece of adventure. I don't think that's right wording there, ShdwjGaming. You're doing very well so far. Keep up the good work in this episode, man. So what we're going to do is we are going to actually check out the back of Outset Island, because if you guys remember in the last episode, there was something interesting that we saw flying over to the Great Fairy Fountain, and that was this weird looking whirlpool. I don't really know how a whirlpool can look so weird, but are you ready? If that is the case, then we must search for the cave around the back island, or the back side of Outset, where Jabun is said to hide. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So let's climb into the boat, and yeah, I keep forgetting that you can actually just press A now to set sail. That's really handy, because I remember in the Wind Waker GameCube version anyway, how you had to equip it in one of your item slots. So now you don't need to do that. Now you can just press A right away and set sail. So that's nice. So before you go ahead and do this, I probably should have mentioned this first, but you will need bombs for this part. As you can see, there is this giant rock door in the way, and we will need to blow it down using our bombs. So thankfully, the game now has this cursor that will help you aim and all of that, so that's good news. But here's the trick. You want to actually aim for the rock part, or the rock piece at the top, because if you start at the bottom, it won't work, I believe. At least that's what happened last time I played this. And, so, okay, there we go. I'm doing this right. I'm doing it right, Mom. Thanks for being proud of me, Mom. Now we destroy the middle piece. It's as simple as destroying the first piece, and then we're going to destroy the bottom piece, you know? Just plain and simple there, and there's Beetle right there. Hello, Beetle! Don't steer your ship over here, because you don't want to get caught in this whirlpool, you know? Or maybe you should get caught in the whirlpool because of all your awful deals, man. What's with you, Beetle? Come on. I want some better discounts and all of that. I'm just kidding. Why would we say that to poor Beetle? That's awful. That's an awful thing to say. And I can see the fishman floating in the air again. It's kind of funny how, like, when there's a cutscene, you just see how everyone stands still. You know, time stands still. And I just hit my pop filter because I like talking while moving, or like moving my hands while talking. It's funny. It's a mannerism. Whoa, who is this? He's speaking in Hylian, just like how Valoo was back at Dragon Roost. Well met indeed, Jabun. I am pleased to see that you are safe. Hylian words. This is a Hylian sentence. Yes, it seems Ganon has returned. There can be no other explanation. I'm still interested in what he has to say, but you know, unfortunately that is not so. What I was trying to say was that if you complete this game once and then run through it again, as I said before, the text in Hylian will be written in English in the second run through of the game, so that's really interesting. And yet I sense great promise in the courage that this one possesses. Oh wow, I'm really flattered, King of Red Lions. You're too kind, man. To sense courage in someone like me, I do. It is the only way. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of like just there in the middle of their conversation, and what makes it even more awkward is that I can't even understand what Jabun's saying. It's like how when you're with those friends that speak a foreign language that you don't understand, and you're just there while they talk in foreign language. It's funny. At the same time, sometimes kind of awkward, but you got Nehru's Pearl. The water spirit Jabun was kind enough to give you this jewel, a treasure of one of the goddesses. Sorry, didn't mean to stutter there. Friends and kin. And then we just leave. Okay, not gonna say any parting words or anything? Okay, so Jabun is kind enough to go ahead and leave us with some parting words. So that foul rain and endless night were indeed elements of a curse brought on us by Ganon. He must intend to cast this land into pure darkness for all time. What's with people and casting lands in darkness? That's not so great, honestly, if you think about it. I mean, I kind of like light and all, so Maybe it's more metaphorical, like he wants to fill the land with all of his evil beasts and creatures and whatnot, but you know what? It doesn't really matter because the thing is we're going to stop Ganon. We're not going to let him have his way. Ganon's curse has been broken by the power of the pearl that Jaboon gave us, so morning should come soon. It is well that we have gathered all of the pearls. Well, you know what? That's good because the thing is I am very terrified of the night time, so I kind of want to see the sun. Once you have placed each of the pearls in its proper location, the proving grounds for your courage will become apparent. Clearly, the search for Jaboon has shown that Ganon has begun to make efforts to block our path forward. It is certain that the perils ahead will be, or the perils ahead. What is with my reading today? Man. You should finish any business you have here on Outset now, so that you shall not have any regrets later. And I'm going to do that because I don't want any regrets. But first, I want to get this Tingle bottle and show it to the world because Tingle bottles are really worth our time. So let me pause this quickly. And I don't know if my sarcasm is appreciated right now. Please, I need the pictos of the first boss. I think he means... no, pictos. Yeah, that's right, because this is a pictograph. We take pictograms, so picto really is the proper term. So, before we go, is there anything that we need to do, really? I mean, can we just move on? We could visit Orca, but I feel like that's something that can wait for now. I think what's best is for us to complete the task at hand, and that is to place the pearls in their proper location. And as for proper location, we're going to take a look at the map and see what the proper locations are. So here, you see that they form a triangle, right? So that's kind of interesting, although triangles do play a very big role in The Legend of Zelda, you know, Triforce and all. And I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to use the Wind's Requiem to point the wind direction in the right way. So I am going to go ahead and do that and set sail. So I will see you guys at the next important spot. I'm not sure if I'll see something on the way to those islands where we're going to put the pearls, but yeah, I'll see you someplace important. Oh, and what do we have here? It's not that island we were headed to, but, well, of course that's not an island. Why am I stating the obvious? This is... it sounds condescending. That, of course, that's not an island. Here we have a cyclone, and I want to avoid that cyclone for now. I don't remember if you guys saw that in any previous episodes, whether that be in the HD series or my previous series, the GameCube series. But yeah, we're going to have to come back for that cyclone later on because there is actually a way to learn a very important song by approaching that cyclone. I won't spoil anything for you guys though, so anyway, I will see you guys at that island we were headed to. Here we are. You can see that island that we need to head to over there in the distance. And you can see a fish man jumping up and down. But, you know, the most important thing to notice right now are all the P-hats. This is terrifying. I don't want to approach them, but I have to pass through them, so there's nothing we can do except skillfully dodge them. Like a football player, how he skillfully dodges the people trying to defend I was trying to think of the word the thing that they defend. They defend their side of the field, basically. You guys know football, you Americans. Oh, wow. These guys. Okay, so I wasn't exactly sure if they would hover over the island like that guy did just now, but oh, that's terrifying. Was Link more terrified of that statue's eyes glowing, or was he more afraid of that sea hat over there? Wandering traveler who seeks the guidepost of the goddesses, place the pearl you hold here. Bye-bye, Nehru's pearl. We just got it too, and now we're giving it away. I kind of wanted to cherish it just a little more, you know? Sometimes when you get good gifts, you want to, you know, cherish them, you know? Before giving them away to people. You place Nehru's pearl in the ancient statue's hand. 2 pearls remain, and that is a success. That is a success. But, you know, whoa, that's not a success. That does not look like a success. That looks like a sea hat. I will see you guys at the next island. And here is our next stop, and those are some treasure hunters. You know, I was thinking, why have I not picked up the fast sale yet? I actually did try to do that, didn't I? I'm pretty sure that I tried to get it while we were at Windfall when we were trying to get those bombs, right? But because of the storm and because it was night, no one was at the auction house, so there's really nothing I could do about that. But the fast sale would really help me out a lot here. Although it would really help me out more than it would help you guys out because, you know, because I care for you guys, you know. You guys are my audience and I really appreciate how you guys, you know, took the time to watch this video. Sounds like I'm concluding the episode, but I'm not. But yeah, I know that I cut out all the sailing, so you guys don't have to worry about that. But now one pearl remains. But before we go, I want to show you again that cyclone is here. It's here too, you know? And I'm pretty sure it's the exact same cyclone, knowing what is inside the cyclone, or rather, who is inside the cyclone. But like I said, I won't spoil it for you guys, even though that kind of gave quite a bit away. And I noticed that I haven't really been talking to any of the fishmen either, but that's not really so important. We can do that some other time. And it's not like I'm trying to 100% this anyway, so we are going to our last island, not to that cyclone, even though I'm pointing the direction of the wind that way. You know, I'm not headed towards the cyclone, believe me. I will see you guys at the next island. And there's our last island over there in the distance. Now, before we go there, I would like to point out the fact that for some reason or another, these 3 islands, all of them, are surrounded by some kind of peril. Like, for example, the first one was surrounded by sea hats. The second had that really large cyclone swirling next to it. Swirling. I can't say that cyclones swirl. But yeah, and then here we have these they're kind of like mini versions of the cyclone. They're not so scary, you know. They're trying, but you know, it's not really so scary. I appreciate the effort though, guys. Really good job, you know, keep it up. And we have placed the last pearl. Now one can only wonder what will happen now. Here's a little piece of Zelda trivia now that I think about it. Each of those 3 statues represent the first 3 Pikmin, I think, introduced in the series. Because I remember in, I think the GameCube version, the Pikmin that were in Pikmin 1, there were only 3 of them. The red one, the blue one, the yellow one. Did I say? No, I said red, blue, yellow. Yeah. But yeah, you see, this one has ears. Another statue has only a nose, like one of the Pikmin. And then another statue has... what does it have? I'm not even sure. Sorry, I tried. I tried my best, honest, but what is this? This is one of the goddesses, I believe. I wonder if that's the actual goddess, or if that's just some kind of spiritual representation, now that I think about it. Oh, well, that's good. It just freed the goddess. It kind of looked like that one goddess was trying to blow up the statue of the other goddess, because, like, you know, they're sisters and all. You know, sometimes siblings don't get along too well, but thankfully I get along with my little brother. My brother's a cool guy. It's pretty chill, as he would, you know, describe anyone that's cool and all of that. But what's this? What is rising from the ocean? What is this large structure rising from the ocean? It looks like this is the place that we need to prove our courage. Not gonna lie, that would hurt in real life. I mean, it's comic relief and all, and you know, Wind Waker has that kind of cartoonish feel, so it can do that. But if this were more realistic, like, could you imagine that happening to Twilight Princess Link? It would look so much more painful. Here we laugh about it. You know, Toon Link got hit in the face by a wall. And then if it were Twilight Princess Link, the more realistic Link, people would be like, "Ooh, man, you alright? You know, could I get you some first aid or something?" This tower, which the pearls of the gods have caused to appear, is a place that the gods of the ancient world prepared so that they might test the courage of men. Only one who is able to overcome the trials that await here will be acknowledged by the gods to be a true hero. Only then will that hero be permitted to wield the power to destroy great evil. ShdwjGaming, that which you must obtain now lies before you. You must believe in your own courage, which has led you to triumph over the many hardships you have faced, and you must triumph once again. You must rise above the trial of the gods. That speech that he just gave kind of makes it sound like this is the last dungeon, but don't worry, guys, this is really only the 3rd dungeon of the game, minus Forsaken Fortress, because I don't really want to consider that a fortress, or a dungeon, excuse me, because I didn't really have my sword most of the time. But anyway, before we go ahead and enter this Tower of the Gods, you know what I'm gonna do? You no, I need to do something, and that is I actually need to conclude the episodes for today. So I'm so sorry. But we will go ahead and enter the Tower of the Gods in the next episode. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in once again. I really appreciate that you guys took the time to watch this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and click like or even share with your friends. It would really help in growing my channel. If you would like to see more from me, and I really messed up my sentence just now, if you'd like to see more from me, ShdwjGaming, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me, and once again, it would really help in growing my channel. So thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you in the next episode where we will take on the Tower of the Gods. And I kind of just hit my microphone stand with my foot, so if there was a loud noise in the audio recording, I apologize for that. But I will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, take care.